Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the channel. I am Rich, and I am once again making another video on XRP today. As always, I am with you. I hope that each and every one of you is having a fantastic day today. No matter where you are in this wonderful globe, we are going to have a conversation about XRP. And normally I would never begin a video with a video, but I have no choice but to do so today. Using blockchain technology can reduce the cost of $75,000 to $1.67. The reason I believe in cryptocurrency is because it will bring about a reduction in costs. Please take a moment to listen to Franklin Templeton, the Chief Technology Officer, as she discusses the elimination of all friction. Blockchain technology is going to cause disruption in a wide variety of industries. Consider giving this a listen. It seems to me that one of her tracks has royalties amounting to 0.000033%. As a result, if you purchase it and the streaming service, for example Spotify, plays that music, the smart contract will begin to operate and will inform you that you owe some money to somebody. It comes in. It discovers the token, and it pays a fraction of a penny royalty, which means that now I, as an individual, am able to really access a sort of investment that I would have never been able to access in the past. This type of investment, by the way, would be completely unrelated to a great deal of other types of investments. I will not go through with it because there are genuinely a lot of them. At this point, she is discussing the tokenization of music, the ways in which you could make an investment in the music or songs of an artist. If that song were to be downloaded, you would earn a fraction of a cent, or possibly even a penny, for each additional download. However, thanks to the fact that this technology makes it possible, a great number of new types of investment models are being developed. This is because the technology eliminates a significant portion of the frictional costs that are associated with a transaction. On the other hand, it poses a risk to a significant number of the prevailing players in the financial services industry. As a result of the fact that when you consider infrastructure, there are a great deal of toll takers for each transaction that takes place. A person who demonstrates, once more, that they have title insurance could be considered a toll taker. A person who handles the settlement or custody of foreign exchange could be the person in question. There are a great number of people who collect tolls. Additionally, if the token itself is responsible for doing that, then the cost will be reduced. I can also provide you with a concrete illustration of how it works. In point of fact, we collaborated with the Securities and Exchange Commission to develop a tokenized money market fund. So we constructed a system for keeping track of shareholder records using blockchain technology, and we had to execute it in parallel. There were only a few of asset management companies who still maintained their own shareholder record-keeping system for their mutual funds, and we were one of those firms. It was necessary for us to execute it in parallel. And I can't recall the exact statistics, but throughout the course of the period of time, it cost us almost $75,000 to conduct the transactions on the old system, but it cost us approximately $1.67 to operate it on the blockchain system. Consequently, if you are able to eliminate those expenditures, you will be able to reduce the costs of the services that we offer, which will ultimately be to the benefit of the final consumer customer. Furthermore, in a company that is obviously very competitive in terms of prices, this is a positive thing to have. Therefore, I believe that there is a tremendous opportunity to, one, from the efficiencies that occur, and two, I believe that there are new investment opportunities that are going to new business models that are going to come out of it after it has occurred. This is how you should think about it. The reason she sounded so much like David Schwartz is because David Schwartz is constantly discussing methods to reduce the amount of friction that occurs inside transactions. But consider the number of different businesses that blockchain technology is going to shake up, due to the fact that it is not going to be limited to the banking industry. In other words, Ripple is going to cause a disruption in the banking industry. The reason that JP Morgan and the other major banks tried to cut down Ripple's progress is because of this, due to the fact that Ripple eliminates all of the fees that are associated with international payments. The banks, on the other hand, have been making a lot of money off of those fees for a considerable amount of time. Music, however, is going to be impacted by this. Movie streaming, music streaming, and movie streaming are all going to be affected by this. In any situation where there is a middleman, you may anticipate that blockchain technology will eliminate that middleman. Moreover, the artist will continue to earn the same amount of money, with the exception that the final consumer will no longer be required to spend an exorbitant amount of money. This is what blockchain technology is going to do. It will make it possible for you to access things at a lower cost. This is the path that will ultimately result in widespread adoption. Mostly due to the fact that once you have the ability to save someone money, they will always choose to go in that manner. It is possible that the digital euro may be available by November 2025. 100% digital adoption among EU Council members is the digital target that the European Union has set for its inhabitants by the year 2030. That being said, there are still people, and I can even see them on X. I'm going to put money into this cryptocurrency or that cryptocurrency, but I'm going to hold off until we a little bit closer to the year 2030. That being said, I would not wait for a very long time because the date that they provided us with was 2030. However, everything that has transpired since then has accelerated. In addition, the subsequent phase of the digital euro has the potential to involve the development and implementation of digital euro use cases. November 2025 is going to be the month in which everything will pick up even more speed from here on out. It is my opinion that if you do not have any investments in these cryptocurrencies, you will be paying significantly higher prices for XRP, XLM, and XDC by the time this year comes to a close and going forward until 2025. Due to the fact that once they begin to move, I believe that utility will continue to drive them upward for the entirety of the following year. It's safe to say that the following year is going to be simply spectacular. They continue to assert that by the end of December, you should anticipate that XRP will have reached a new all-time high. In the event that we continue with the 2017 to 2018 cycle. It is for this reason that I often remind people, if you know folks who are not part of the cryptocurrency industry, their time is also running out. A chance like this comes around only once in a lifetime. Because we are moving toward the implementation of that new financial system, you will either end up on UBI or you will invest in cryptocurrency. For the reasons that businesses have faith in Ripple. The global network that Ripple has established has allowed Tranglo to acquire more than 100 partners. Customers of CentB were able to save $25 million in foreign exchange conversion and transaction fees on their purchases. This was accomplished by eliminating the need for a middleman. This means that the amount of time it takes to make a payment using modular financing is less than 10 seconds. Neum Global customers can save 98% on domestic transfer charges by using their services. That is the extent to which RippleNet and XRP are revolutionary. Additionally, you should be aware that certain Ripple partners are receiving prizes due to the fact that they are participating in RippleNet and XRP. When there are prizes that are given out and Ripple partners are receiving those honors, it is because they are utilizing the same technology that we are investing in. Excellent CBDC design won't put a strain on your finances. The IMF Mythbus Bank asserts that CBDCs would lead to financial instability by demonstrating that the impact of CBDCs on financial stability is unlikely to be significant if they are structured as a means of payment rather than a store of value. With regard to CBDC, here is what I see, and here is the difficulty that I perceive. Specifically, they are developing it as a method of payment. To put any of this CBDC in a savings account is something that they do not want you to do. They don't want you to have money set aside for rainy days. Moreover, this is the reason why I believe CBDC will be programmable. In my opinion, if you do not make use of your monthly CBDC, it will eventually become invalid. In my opinion, it is highly unlikely that you will be able to set apart CBDC in a checking account. In other words, I am referring to a savings account, mostly due to the fact that everything I've seen about the CBDC emphasizes the importance of expiration dates. Therefore, how are people going to ever be able to start a business in the future or save enough money to purchase a house? However, I do not comprehend that. On the other hand, they keep repeating that CBDC is going to be beneficial to everyone. To put it simply, not when you are unable to save for the future, unless there are specific individuals who are going to be able to save CBDC. Additionally, through the Universal Basic Income Program, everyone else will get a monthly entitlement. On the new commerce mechanism that BRICS will use, an agreement has been reached. As a matter of fact, the forthcoming BRICS Summit might be the venue when the new BRICS Pay system is presented. The system is based on blockchain technology. This was something that was likely to take place, according to the documents. It would appear like BRICS is almost set to make an announcement on their new payment system. Despite this, I continue to believe that Ripple and XRP will be included in BRICS, given that each and every BRICS country already contains Ripple rails. The question is, then why would they go and construct something else? This is completely illogical. Ripple and XRP were developed with the intention of serving the entire planet. The Interledger Protocol was developed with the intention of expanding the XRP ledger to a global scale. From the beginning, the Interledger Protocol has been the means by which XRP will eventually achieve widespread adoption. I have always maintained that, if you construct anything that is designed to be of use to everyone and every person on the world, there is a reason why it was constructed in such a manner. When you look at all of the Ripple tracks that are located all around the Earth, you can see that everything is going to happen. The huge network is almost finished being constructed. AI, the Internet of Things, 5G, the digital economy, and the promotion of the BRICS Bridge are all topics that the BRICS will investigate. Now give that some thought. AI, the Internet of Things, 5G, and the digital economy are all areas that they are now advancing.